Hello guys, how you doing? Okay then, so this is, we're going to have a look at the major scale here and some of the definitions, terms and its uses and things like that. If you haven't already, go back to beginner's bass 1 and 2 and then consider evolved as well on my website, because they go into it goes into a basic riff, build up this finger strength, and then I'd suggest you do that because it explains the parts of the bass first, and then come back to this. The major scale, okay? Right then, yeah, I'm not going to go into this too much theoretically, but don't click off of this now, because even though it's theory, it's worth knowing this theory, because it's very, very simple, and once you know it, you can go on to others, and you go to the minor scale or the pentatonics and stuff like that. There's a couple of things here, a couple of wordings, some of the things like that that is worth knowing as well, because if you want to jam with some really good musicians, professional musicians, then you're going to need to know some basic stuff. And at the end of the day, even if you don't take anything out of this theoretically, what you can use it for is just a jolly good warm-up. Okay, guys? Right, okay then, so first of all, right, we're going to do this. We're going to start this in C. All right. So we go from C here, which is the 3rd fret on the A string. Okay. Now the space in between the notes, okay, is we have a whole step and a half step formulation. Okay. So a whole step is 2 frets like this. Yeah. Okay. So there to there is a whole step. Yeah. 2 frets, 2 frets, 2 frets. All right. I hope you can see that. 2 frets, 2 frets, 2 frets, 2 frets. A half step is 1 fret to another fret. You see that? Okay, so whole step is this, half step is this. Alright? Okay, so for the major scale we go whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. Don't panic, sounds odd already, doesn't it? But I will give you an example. From C, okay, so we go whole, okay, so here to here is a whole step. Then we have another whole step. So here to here is a whole step. Yeah. So we have. Then we have a half step. Okay. Ignore my finger in here because I'm just doing this as an example on one string. Half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. Once more from C, the 3rd fret on the A string. Whole step, whole step, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. Okay, that's the major scale on one string. Now we don't want to do it on one string. We want to have a good, we want to be, we want to have different tones, and we want to be able to stretch our fingers, and loads of other reasons why. Okay, so we're going to do it on the 3 strings beneath. Okay, now when we talk about, I say beneath, it's actually these strings are higher. Okay, so the low note here. The low E, okay, the big fat string right here. Say that I was going to play the 3rd fret on this string here, yeah? Okay, and that was going to be my root. Okay, everything beneath that is actually higher in the terms of sound. Okay, obviously in terms physically and gravity-wise, that's not high. Okay, higher up is up. Our heads are high, our feet are low. But in sound terms, okay, this is the low, and then we end up. This string here is the high. Okay. Okay, so low, high, okay, so it goes that way up. Okay, I just wanted to quickly mention that. So we'll go back to the whole step, half step relationship, yeah? From C, we're going to go C, okay, which is the 3rd fret on the A string, to the 5th fret on the A string, whole step, another whole step would take us to the 2nd fret on the D string, okay, so that to there is 2 whole steps, yeah? Don't forget, there's only 12 notes in what we're using here altogether, okay? So from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, alright? And you might ask, well, what's all this stuff over here then? All it does is repeat itself again, okay? It's just constantly repeating itself. So you go 12, 12, 12, and it's doing it again, then on the next string, then on the next string, and it keeps on going around and around and around, okay? So when we get to the 12th fret here, everything starts again, what I call the big bass, little bass theory, okay? So if you was to take, so understanding that these 12 frets here on each string are the equivalent to each open string, okay? If I was to play that there, the 3rd fret after the 12, which is the equivalent to the open, yeah, is equivalent to the 3rd fret here. Also, 1, say I was going to play 1 there, so this is the equivalent to our open string. It's 1 there, yeah? Okay? I hope you understand that. On my blog, there's a diagram on how to learn notes and where the notes are. That probably sounded quite confusing there, I apologise, but go back to that and learn all the notes. Very, very important you learn all your notes. Okay, so we go C, D, so whole, and then we come here, which is a whole step. Then we do the half step, so 1 fret, yeah? And then a whole step again, a whole step again, a whole step again, finally a half step. God, I can't even do my own major scale, it's ridiculous, isn't it? Let's go through it by fret numbers, okay? So, 3rd fret on the A string, 5th fret on the A string, 2nd fret on the D string, 3rd fret on the D string, 5th fret on the D string, 2nd fret on the G string, 4th fret on the G string, 5th fret on the G string. Then we repeat, we go the other way. 5th fret on the G string, 4th fret on the G string, 2nd fret on the G string, 5th fret on the D string, 3rd fret on the D string, 2nd fret on the D string, 5th fret on the D string, and the 3rd fret on the D string finally. So once you know that, let's call it, for now, let's call that a pattern, yeah? this. So if you were to go and take it here, up to the D, and do the same thing, yeah? Or alternatively here on the A. It's exactly the same pattern, exactly the same whole step, half step relationship. Dum 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 dum. Dum, 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 dum. Okay, so once you know that scale, once you've learnt that in any place, you now know 12 scales automatically. Okay, because if you take the root, remember what I said, and we're going to go back. We'll go into that in a little bit. Okay, so we take the first note of anything. So if I was to go here on the B, okay, on the that's the 9th fret. Sorry, the 7th fret on the E string. Yeah, if I was to take this B right here and go. I then know that scale, I'm then doing that scale in B. So someone say do the major scale in G, I can go find the G, because you'll know where your notes are by then, do the whole step, half step, relationship, and then you know G, okay? And don't forget, 12th fret is the equivalent to the open. Everything repeats itself after here. So if I want to do the G, I can do the G scale up here. Okay, go up and then come back down, up, down, up, down. So, let's have a quick look. Bear with me guys, stick with me here. This is I know this stuff sucks at first, but once you know it, it's worth knowing. It just is worth knowing. Okay, so look at this here, yeah? And prepare to come back to this and pause it, alright? Can you understand what this is here, yeah? See this side over here, where it says R, okay, that's a root. That's our first note, yeah? And then the 2 is our second note, the 3rd is the 3rd note, 4th, etc, etc, etc. So if we're just going to come here and do it on the C like we did, yeah, the notes would be C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, alright? These notes down here are our roots, our first notes. So if we can come down here, on the G like we just did, yeah? Our notes would be G, A, B, C, D, F sharp, G. Alright? And let's just quickly go through that, okay? So, again, G, 3rd fret on the E string, G, A, okay? G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. Okay? So that little thing I just showed you there will give you all of the corresponding notes to each specific scale. All right, it's definitely worth going through each one and then going through each note you're hitting on it, okay? Because then you're going to slowly learn all your notes as well. So start from C, F, B sharp, E, and go all the way through them, doing the scale on each fret, yeah, which is each note, and then try and, as I said, slowly tell yourself the notes that you are playing, okay? It's really worth knowing. It really is, because you've got to know if you can be playing with good musicians or your friends, whatever. You've got to know. You can't keep on going. Okay, yeah, man. This song goes 5th fret on the in the E string, when it goes down to the 1st fret. You got. It's easy just to go like, yeah, it goes A, F, C, D, whatever. Okay, so it's definitely worth knowing. Right, let's have a look at the interval structure. Again, this is worth knowing because if you can be playing with good musos. And even in the lessons that I'm going to be doing in the future, when I start, spilling into intermediate, these are worth knowing because I'm going to be saying things that you're like, huh? What's he going on about? It's simple stuff. Okay, right. As I said, we'll do this in C. All right. This is our root. Okay, so like the root of the tree, and we're going this way, sound-wise. Okay. This is the beginning, yeah? So the end note on this scale would be the bird in the tree, alright? Okay, to use a metaphor. So our first note is our root, okay? Our second note, in this case which is the D, is called a major second. The third is called a major third. The third is a major third. The fourth is called a perfect fourth. The fifth is called a perfect fifth. The sixth is called a major sixth. The seventh is called a major seventh. Finally, the last note is called a major eighth. No, it's not called a major eighth. It's called an octave. All right, octave, octagon means 8. 8 sides. Octave. We hit the 8th note in our scale, which is the same as the first note. Okay. Remember, there's a video of mine called "What is an Octave?" Well. It's exactly the same note but played at a higher pitch, alright? So we've gone all the way through the scale and we've reached our destination, which technically is where we started from because it's the same note but just at a higher pitch. Alright, so we call this major seconds, majors, blah, 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 major fifths, etc., etc., because it's the major scale. If we were to be doing a minor scale, yeah, they'd be like a minor third, etc., right? So with that in mind, just going to go through it one more time, but this time on the G. So the G is that's my root. Okay. The A is my major second. Onwards, major third, perfect fourth, perfect fifth. Okay. Major sixth, major seventh, octave or octave, however you pronounce it, and back down again. Yeah. The scale can keep on going. You can have a major ninth, and you can 10th, 11th. You can keep on going with it if you wish. But for now, we're just going to go root to octave. Okay, right. So in that instance, if you were jamming someone in say A, yeah, bum 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 bum, and someone would say to you, yeah, I'm playing the A, and then I'm playing the major fifth, and then I'm playing the octave. Okay, so. That's what they mean there. The root, okay, which is A, which is our key, yeah. The major fifth, and then the octave. Because if we go through the scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is our major fifth. 6th, 7th, 8th is our octave. Yeah. I hope you get that. It's all it is. They're called interval structures. Yeah, and it's just a good way. It refers to a distance between the root and any number within the scale. All right, it's quite simple stuff. But yeah, as I said, if people say to you, or I will say to you in the future, okay, we're going to play our key is F, and then just play the fifth of that. All right. Okay. So then, with that chart I gave you, yeah, do this now. Okay, give me what is the note of the. Let's think. We're in the key of B. Okay. What is the major third? If we were playing in the key of B and I was going to ask you to play the major third after playing the key of B, okay, where would you play? Pause the video now and then find that, or go back and use that scale and then come back here, alright? Okay, I shall be waiting. Don't cheat. You can go now. Okay then, okay, presuming you've come back, you've looked at the scale, and you want to know what you figured out what the major third of B is, okay? So well done you. If you haven't, let's go through it. B, this is our root, yeah? Right here, okay? So, and a second, major second is here, yeah? Because this is our shape. And the major third is here. It's this note right here. All right, it's you know it's pretty simple stuff. So B, C sharp, D sharp. All right. Okay, so that's the major third right there. So that's basically the major scale. I could really get into this theoretically, but it's the internet, and I don't. People are quick, and they want everything quick. So I'm gonna try and not bore you anymore. We may go into the minor scale in future, and I will show how they link together. All right, because they link together very well. As I said, you can always use this if you're not bothered by the terms, or there's lots and lots of stuff you can learn on the internet how to take that major scale now and turn it into riffs, lines. And anything, all right. But I'm not going to get into that now because it'll be very long-winded. Okay, so we have this from G. Boom, 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 boom. All right. That's our major scale. Do it on every fret. Learn what every string is. Learn what every fret is. Okay, and good luck with it. I'm sorry it's a bit sparse, this one, guys. It's quite hard to sit there and explain something that can go on infinitely, technically. All right, I think that's about it. Oh, one more thing is the fingering in this. There's a lot of teachers out there that are very strict on fingering. I mean, a lot of would suggest using your pinky. Okay, for example. Yeah, I would suggest using your pinky because if you can use all 5 fingers, or at least all 4 of these fingers when you're playing, then it's another tool in your toolbox, okay? And you've got more reach when you're using your pinky, all right? Okay, so it's, you've got quite a reach over the frets, and it's yeah, I would recommend using it. Me, however, I play like this. I'll go to my 3rd finger, then a 2nd, 3rd, 2nd, 1st. 3rd, 1st, 1st, 3rd, 1st, and that's not a particularly. People would say like, oh no, you shouldn't do it like that. But for me, it's comfortable. Okay, I've got pianist fingers. He said pianist. I've got pianist fingers here. Yeah, they're quite long, right? Okay, so I've naturally got quite a good reach, and it's just the way I've always brought myself up to play. And I do incorporate the pinky, especially in chords and stuff, and I'm getting real far reaches. But for stuff like this, where I don't think I feel I need to, I don't bother. But I would suggest you would go ahead and incorporate that pinky into your playing. Okay. Once again, apologise if I rambled. I hope you took something good and positive out of it. No need for the flames. If you can add anything positive in the comments to all of this, then go ahead and do so. If you can't, and you feel like you just want to moan about something, go elsewhere. It's just a waste of everybody's time, man. So let's keep it all positive, and good luck, guys. Good luck. Ta-da. Bye-bye.